Hi, my name is Aisha Gordon-Hiles and I'm an accredited counsellor and author of the internationally sold book, What the Hell is Life? And I am here today to give to you the 5 top things that a perfectionist needs to get over perfectionism and just do it. True to my analytic nature, I think the first thing I would suggest is to get to know your pain point. And by this I mean get to know your perfectionism. What drives it? Why is it there? Understand how it helps you and how it hinders you. Okay? When we're thinking about this, it's really easy for us to judge ourselves and to kind of be critical of ourselves. And I think it's really important to stress that during this stage, you need to be kind to yourself. Okay? Getting to know anything that might be hindering you or might be a flaw can be a really difficult process. And with that being said, if you need to, you can enlist the help of a professional. Now, it doesn't have to be a professional, it could be a friend or a family member too, or just somebody you feel safe with. But ultimately, the end goal is to get to know your perfectionism. In line with that, I would suggest to have a very honest and serious conversation with yourself about the areas that your perfectionism hinders you. Now, the reason for that is if you don't know where it's hindering you, you're not going to know how you can support yourself, how you can mitigate against it, and how you can make it work best for you. So it's really important for you to be honest and open with yourself and see where it's causing you issues in your life. Once you know, you can make a plan, you can support yourself, and you can enlist the support of others to help you too. Now you've got an awareness of what's going on for you, this is where the fun begins. So next I would say set up very small opportunities for you to challenge your perfectionism. A really beautiful way to do this is through creativity. You might want to try baking, cooking, painting, drawing, writing, reading, whatever you wish. But what I want you to do is set yourself up with the opportunity to challenge your thinking and go a bit outside the box. Okay, so what I mean by this is take an opportunity, for example, when you're cooking to swap out one of the ingredients for another one. Or when you're painting, why don't you paint the sky brown instead of blue, for example? Creating these little opportunities for challenges in your personal life can help you transfer them over into your professional life. Once you get comfortable with challenging your perfectionism personally, it can help you also in your professional life. Now, the next thing is to get yourself a group of cheerleaders. Who doesn't want to be cheered on? Okay, quite a lot of people, but hear me out, okay? We need encouragement and we need positive reinforcement. So it's really important that you have a team of people around you that are going to encourage you. Now, it's also really important that you're honest with your team. Let them know the indicators of your perfectionist behaviour so that they can support you and identify it when it's happening. If you really don't feel comfortable with being open and honest with the people in your life, you can join an online support group. I run one, for example, for women who want to understand the different aspects of themselves and learn how to create a life that works for them through understanding themselves. If this is something you're interested in, pop over to Facebook and type Strong Girls Self-Acceptance Society into the search bar and I'll see you there. And the last tip is to set yourself up for success with smarter goals. Now, you might have heard of the tool SMART goals before. It's widely used within business and it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So it's asking you to consider all of those factors when you're setting yourself up for success or when you're setting yourself goals. Okay, set yourself smart goals to enable you to keep a handle on your perfectionism. How will you know when enough is enough or when to stop if you don't have a specific and measurable objective or you haven't set yourself a specific deadline? Now, I like to add the letters ER onto the end, and the reason for that is to tie in some of the tips that I've told you about today. The E stands for explain, and that ties in tip number 1. What are your driving factors for achieving this goal? Really be honest with yourself. What is behind it? And R is resources. What resources do you need? So remember your cheerleaders from earlier? That's where these guys come in. I hope you found these tips useful, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.